All right, fellow Vikings, welcome back. This time, boring garden stuff. So today, I'm coming to you from the Awesome Homestead with extremely messy hair. Yeah, like every freaking day, right? I mean, who has time to brush their hair when they got goats getting out and gardens need to be tended to and all this other stuff, you know? Hey, I changed my shirt though. That means it's another day. Oh, sorry, I find that hilarious. Some YouTubers actually do change their clothes in between different videos, even if they do them back to back. I'm like, I've got like so much water, all right? And I'm a big guy who drinks like a lot of tea, all right? So I would rather drink the tea than waste my clothes because I put it on my stinky, sweaty body, all right, to do laundry. You know, I'd rather not do laundry that often. But anyways, this isn't about me being stinky. It's about my garden. I mean, there it is, right there. Okay, so what we have going on over here. The other day when the goats got out, they decided it would be a delicious idea to eat my my corns on this side, not on the far side. The tall, like they walked past all of the tall corn. It came over to the corn that I brought over here and was given special treatment for seed and everything, you know, as you do. Then they also got my, what do you call that thing? My horseradish. They ate my horseradish. You know how important that is? How does one have a steak without horseradish? But yeah, no, I guess they liked it too. It was delicious. It was delicious. And I didn't get to eat it yet. But yeah, no, it's growing back, so we'll be okay. They didn't eat it all the way down to the root, and they left a couple large leaves. I think they took like a nom 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 approach, and it was just nom 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 gone. Yep, and they're like, oh, I don't like that. I don't want any more of that. And then they ate the corn. Yeah. So we do have a squash bug problem right now. I've been going through and doing a squish method. But just killing the ones I can find, spraying the bottom of the leaves with a pesticide. It's soap and water. That's what it is. It's just a little bit of soap. I'm trying to avoid brand names, you know, but it's just a little bit of soap and water. In mine, I add in a fungicide, which is a vinegar. Yeah, that's simple. Soap, water, vinegar. And it's very, very little vinegar, like extremely minute amount of vinegar, because that will actually burn the leaves and kill them. So you want to use tiny, tiny little drop of vinegar, right? And just a drop of whatever dish soap you have, you know. The less natural it is, the better it'll work. I know that's like opposite of what we're trying to do here. We're trying to grow naturally here. But you're not eating that or anything that you're spraying whatsoever. Right, and then those leaves that you sprayed, you know, you just take them out. What I do with them? I put them in a bucket, just a bucket, and then I take it over to my poop pile way over there, because I don't use my poop in the garden. I use it around trees, so I take it over there. So I will never be consuming that poison. But well, I mean, exception when I do dishes or eat pickles. Yeah, let's think about that one. But yeah, okay. So we have some really cool other stuff, like the corn's coming up nicely. It's growing nice and tall. It's over my knee, and some of them, and then the smallest ones are around knee height. You know, they're doing pretty good. We also have this volunteer right here. Right, it's a cool little dude. Right, I don't know what it is. I think it's some kind of squash or cucumber. I think it's a cucumber. Right, but I'm not positive. So we're just kind of like tending to it. We put some fertilizer on it, and we've been watering it a little bit, but it's obviously not growing as fast as everything else because it's not in the same conditions, right? It has the least amount of water, the least amount of feed. But also we have the cucumbers that are coming up back over here that are doing really well. Like, they are doing fantabulous, right? They're already starting to produce little tiny baby, little gherkin-sized ones. And we're gonna eat them, and they're gonna be yummy. Yeah. We still have some lettuce plants. They're doing all right. They're how do I put this? The one that went to seed, the bok choy that bolted early, the goats ate. So we don't have the bok choy for seed right there, but luckily I have the ones from winter that's saved for this next winter, and we have like multiple other bok choy plants right there that I can just pull seeds from or let go to seed and then eat them after I grow the next baby versions. Then we have Bibb lettuce, which is doing all right. It's a winter variety, so it's not liking this heat, but we're finally at enough where I could possibly make a salad. Other than that, I have something else to show you. It's pretty cool. I've been working on this for a bit now, man. So we're gonna walk this way, which is away from my garden. And my house is right here. Past my trailer, which is right here. And we're walking down. Okay, so I like to make the plants that I'm gonna use for seed suffer. Like really hard suffer. Because the harder they suffer the first couple years, the more they'll produce the third year and then on, because you've selectively bred for the most hardy variety for your climate. Okay, so check this out. Right here. Right down there. You see those guys? I don't know if you can see them. Let's get a close up. There you go. That's a little bush green bean. There's one right there, and one right there, and one right there, and one right there, and one right behind it, and one right next to it. I did plant these in rows, but these are the ones that survived. Yeah, I'm making them suffer. I water them periodically. I don't feed them anything. They are in clay. This is clay. There's nothing else here. I have not amended this with anything, so these guys will not do well. But the seeds that they give us will mean that next year's variety is more hardy to these conditions, so that if there's a drought, we are good to go. That next year I'll be planting them in proper conditions. Right? And then over here, same thing, we have some okra just cast over here. If they give me anything, cool. If they don't, oh well. Because, I mean, we had so much okra that I don't care. This is a pond that I get a lot of my, what do you call it? Water. Yeah. Where I get my water. Yeah. Not for drinking, for my garden. Right? I take it from here, all right, and I pump it up the hill. Here, let me show you that. I'm gonna flip around. See that tank way back there in the distance? Yeah, that tank. I pump it up the hill, and then I just gravity feed it down with some hoses. Super easy. It works real well, right? But then we have issues like hoses break, hoses wear out, and all that. So I think I'm going to grab some more permanent piping, like some PVC or something, and just pipe that down to the garden, and then from there, whatever. That's the same water that my goats drink. I treated it on top of the hill. I don't know if you're able to see, but there was a bottle of bleach. And then so you take a little bit of bleach and a little bit of peroxide, and it'll counteract the bleach. So it will give you a crisp, clean flavor for the goats. But for the garden, I don't even care about that. I do that inside their bucket. There's an equation online to figure out how much you want to do. Per gallon, it's like 4 to 8 drops, okay, of bleach. And then you're going to have to look up the equation for how much, we call that stuff? Peroxide. How much peroxide you put in there. But yeah, like, it's an easy thing. If you live like this, and this is like similar to your lifestyle, and you don't have a way to process and treat water for your animals and all that, there you go. Pretty easy. I brought you over this way for a reason. All right, I have a currant plant right here, just chilling. It's not doing that well this year. It has not produced any fruit this year, but that's probably because for the last couple years that I've had it, it has, But my goat also eats it back to the first year's growth. So it is the same size as the first year that I got it, and it's just no bueno. But I've been taking care of it. I've been babying it. You know, it's doing real well this year, keeping the goats away. I'm like, no goats, this is mine. Yeah, words. And I got a reply from someone. Oh, my mom wrote me. Cool. Hi, Mom. You wrote me while I'm making a video. Cool. I'll write you back in a minute. But, okay, so another thing I did is on this hill behind me, I cast a whole bunch of wild thyme. And everyone loves wild thyme, right? Yeah, especially when I cast it 2 years ago and it's just doing its little wild thyme thing, growing and living and being happy, you know? Because that's time that I have that I otherwise wouldn't have, and I would just be wasting my time. Yeah, why would I waste time and money, man? Yeah, no, but for real, that time has been very valuable to us. I do have time over here that's potted that will be going inside for the winter, but that's my winter supply. This right here is my summer supply, and it means that I will be able to have time and all that all throughout the summer and then also this winter. Then on this hill right here, you can barely see. Let's get up close. Okay, let's get close. Check it out. That's mint. This hill right here, right behind me, is covered in mint. Delicious. Who needs this much mint? This guy. Because you know what I do with this? I take and I have a little teapot. Yeah, I think you get where I'm going with this. You take a handful of it and go inside the pot. And you add in water, like water. And then you grab a whole bunch of basil. Like, that is the key right there. Basil. Mint basil tea is fantabulous, right? You literally just load up with basil, more basil than mint. Actually, you only want like I'd say a small handful, around about a tablespoon of mint at the very most, if you like a lot of mint. And then you want like a cup of basil, if not more. Basil. You don't want it to boil, but you want it to get steaming hot like you were making a cup of coffee. That's right about where you want it. And you want to keep it there for about 5 minutes. 5, maybe 10 at the very, very most. You don't want to burn it. You don't want to scorch it. And then you pour it. Hey, my mom wrote me again. Hi, Mom. I'm so glad the notification volume is off, or else you guys would be hearing these ding, ding, dings. But yeah, delicious tea. If you haven't tried it, you need to. You really need to try this tea. It is fantastic. Also on the hill on this side over here next to the root cellar, I'm not going to walk over there. My back's hurting. But also over there, I have strawberries that are growing. They haven't produced yet, but they've been rather prolific in spreading, which is kind of the point of what I want. I'm expecting them to... they're the same strawberries I got from Baker's Creek that they died in transportation because we had a cold snap on the way. So they replaced them and all that, and now they're doing fantastic. So if you go back and check out that video, I'm not going to link it because I'm not going to dig through the videos. If you really like my videos that much, you'll go find it, and I don't know why you like the videos that much because these are boring. But they're doing really well. They've spread across the hillside over there, and they're holding the hill together. That's kind of the point of why I'm growing mint and strawberries on this hill, is to hold the hill together a bit, because the root systems go across the surface of it and prevent decomposition of the soil and erosion as much as possible, unless you have a major storm that washes out underneath the roots, which is possible. It's just highly unlikely, especially in our area. If you've looked at YouTubers who live all over the place around here, who do YouTube videos and all that, they've all mentioned, or most of them have mentioned, major storms that have come through. Not here. We got, I'd say, about 10 gallons of water in our rain catchment, and that was it. It was enough to water my garden for a day. That was it. Yeah. That was it. Other than that, we have potted herbs and all that stuff, which I've showed you guys multiple times. Next video coming out in a few days, I'm probably going to talk about, it's kind of controversial. the purpose of gender roles on a homestead. All right. Here's a little preview. They are extremely important, but the gender is not. Yeah, I'll get into in more in depth, probably a 10-minute long video, whatever, in a couple days. So I guess I'll see you then if that interests you. If not, oh well. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.